Okay, I think we are live. What's poppin', guys? How y'all doing? Hope that your guys are having a phenomenal day thus far. So this video was requested by the members of the Discord. I appreciate the requests. Now, if you guys know, I've been very busy lately. You know, you guys, I try to let you know I'm trying, like, you know, a goals mind's been having 2 videos a day. But the thing is, you know, with work being at the way it is, and you know, the donations coming in a little, you know, slower and everything, you know, I'm giving a time limit, and you know, I'm gonna try to do what I can. So basically, this video is going to be explaining the Smogon drama, style and blue. So like a lot of new players, when they come into the community, they don't know the whole story. And me, honestly, I'm not gonna front, I don't know the whole story myself. There's so many different stories out there, and the only way you get the full entire story is from Blue herself. Some people like, oh no, that's a him. There's no girls in the community. So herself, himself, whatever you like. I'm personal friends with Blue, so hopefully me doing this video won't make her feel some type of way. But a lot of people have been asking for it. So as you can like see from here, her like style and Blue is nowhere to be seen. The reason for that being is when they basically, alright, so let me explain what happened. Blue at the current time period, which was Smogon tournament 11, I was in Smogon tournament 12, which one I won? Yeah, I won. So basically when I was like entering the Smogon community and learning about the Smogon community was during this whole Blue saga. Blue style saga. So here's what went down. Alright. Blue was head TD of Smogon at the time. Basically the most trusted person on Smogon. Everything that's happening in Smogon, not everything, but on the tournament side, that, you know, Blue would have hold over, would have control over, would have to make decisions, etc. You know, apply her discretion and, you know, I guess her expertise where it was needed. But at the time, Blue was known as a male, and most of, you know, everyone called it. I mean, like, Blue is known as a male because most, you know, the top players are males, and I guess 99% of Smogon is 99.9% of Smogon is a male. And when there is a female on Smogon, like Aristella, they like to call her a thought. Shout out Finchinator. Like, that's why one of the reasons why alright, I'm getting off on a tangent. Okay, basically that's what Blue was. She was the head TD. She controlled most of the tournaments on Smogon, especially the big official ones that everyone participated in, which was Smogon tournament. So Smogon tournament 11, Blue was head TD. So Blue made a run. She got all the way to finals. The thing was, though, Blue was known as Style, had the Style alt. So here's the issue with Smogon, and she kind of basically pushed this. If you're a random, no one knows who you are at all, and you start randomly winning tons of Pokemon games, especially big games, and you're just winning consistently, and there's like, you're not hacking your way to victory, and the way Blue was doing it, it wasn't even like hacks, it was 6-0s, just like destruction, obliteration. It was unbelievable. It was like, how the heck is she winning games? Like, how is she doing so well? As you can see, even CBB was a part of this, and BKC, like, you know, this was a stag tournament, you know. So basically, as you can see, all these people here were people that Blue beat. CBB, who was I'm not sure if he was. Last time I checked, he had some part of this because him and Blue were good friends, but I'm not sure if he threw the game. I'm not 100% sure on that. I could ask him, but he may not want to say. But yeah, Crash and Boomerang, Blue Wing, BKC. At least I'm decently sure. These are all the people that Blue bought. Zamog, Doppelson, and Blunder. I definitely know. And so basically, Blue beat all these people. But the thing is with Blue, And I can scroll down. As you can see, style. Everyone's going for style. And you know, to not confuse you guys, I'm gonna just say style. Basically, style was going complete ham. And it's supposed to be style versus White Queen. So we're gonna keep scrolling down. 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 Style was definitely the most impressive person because, like, no one expected a person that had literally no hold of the metagame, basically, that we know of. Basically, she just popped out of nowhere and started winning like crazy. And so people were like, there's something wrong. A lot of people were like, there's something wrong. So we keep going, scrolling down, because then that's when things start breaking. Because there was a certain moment of time. Because here's the thing. Okay, in the community, there's a lot of people talking. Okay, so it wasn't publicized on the forums, but a lot of people were talking. Okay, this blue person can't actually be blue, and there was people determined to figure out who the heck it was. Even AIM, I'm not sure if we ever get to that point, but even AIM came out to defend Style, because he was sick of the Smogon community, because he thought Style was a legitimate player, a new person that, you know, people just had to take serious and wasn't no alt, when it turns out, you know, it was naturally. So yeah, keep going. But anyway, this goes on. Now let me pull up a video for you guys. Let's see, YouTube. Now, this is a video that really brought a lot of things to head. Here we go. What's his name? Case Victor. Bloo Smogon. Okay. So this was, yeah, the Blue Chronicles. Now, I say the best video, you know, honestly both videos work. But Case was a very person that was on Blue's ass. And it's still to this day. And so we're gonna go over this video and watch it together, basically. And I'm gonna just pause this music for a second so we can just, you know, listen to him talk.
I want to get right into this replay. This is Blue versus Blue.
Okay, so as you can see right here, the log is saying, this is Blue, Madara is Blue, and he says, are you ready for today? I'm ready. Okay, basically, so to understand what you guys, what's happening right now, Style, which is Blue, is right now on your screen, basically. Like okay, let's think about this in real time. Is right now not only playing the opponent, but is also talking to the opponent. And Blue Wing is trusting Blue with all of his information, basically. What he's doing. Basically, what Blue is doing, technically, it's not even technically. What she was doing was ghosting her opponents to lose to her. Like, that's basically what she was doing. It was insane. So we'll continue. So basically, he's saying ready for today. Blue Wing's like, I'm ready, excited. You know, he's Blue Wing's up and coming as well at the time. And he's like, nice. So like, she's like, all right, what are you leading with? King Jarain. Blue knew he was leading with King Jarain. So what did Blue do? Well, Blue decided to bring Cotton Guard Altaria, which completely 6-0'd his opponent, her opponent, excuse me, Blue Wing. So let's just go through. Let's just go through.
For today, and he is leading with the King Jarain. He told Blue, and after this Altaria Dragon.
So as you can see now, Case explains this in the video, but you know, we're not here for Case. We're here for the 6th god. No, but for real though. So he's saying Pharaoh should take it. Blue's saying, oh, okay, you should go to your Ferrothorn on my Altaria, basically. Yeah, okay, I'm gonna go Pharaoh. She might have Fire Blast. Look at it here, not going to Mega. You want to scout it or no?
It looks like
he's asking.
And he wants to know if
so he's asking, are you gonna scout for it? The thing is, that's a +2 Altaria, and it makes sense because, like, why would an Altaria want a DD on a Ferrothorn? Like, Cotton Guard was a somewhat used set, but it really wasn't, you know, that popping, you know. So anyway, we're gonna keep going.
Scout for some reason, like, I know he's helping him everything, but I mean, I don't know why that's necessary. But you see the Cotton Guard.
The Cotton Guard. This is the game was over. The game was over. She made sure she did not Mega. She wanted no funny business. You know, if she gives her fairy type in there, and let's say he crits the Garball, the game's over. If he crits there, there's nothing to worry about. He knows he can just roost up. He needs like 3 crits consecutively to take it out, and it's probable because it's mons, but it's unlikely.
guard.
So as you can see, this is why Case on the video he literally listed all 3 mons that he started out with, but he didn't have to list Blue's 3 mons. I mean, excuse me. He didn't have to list Blue's 6 mons. He didn't have to, because the game was over with this mon. He literally, she knew what the heck he was bringing, and she bought the perfect mon to just 6-0. And we'll just keep going. There's nothing. This game's over. I just skip through. So let's go next game. Next game. Let's just get to the next game, because this game's over. So she said, yeah, it's over. And Blue's like Jesus, playing it off like a mastermind should. Like a mastermind. Well, it's a good question. Why say what you're bringing? Well, he was looking for advice, looking for help from one of the best tournament players, considered the best by some. He was looking for advice. He wanted to know what was popping. So she told him, "Oh, go ahead, bring that rain thing so I can blow you the fuck away." So he's like, next game, do you think? So basically, because like before the game started, over the week, I'm assuming Blue Wing showed Blue all of his teams to get advice. What do you think I should do? Do you think I should place this mon? Should do this mon? And honestly, myself, when I'm prepping for a tournament game, I'll do that with my friends as well. You know, you're going to your friends or your colleagues for advice, and you're hoping that they won't snake you in the end. Because, I mean, some people, think I'm a good player. Some people don't think I'm a good player. It doesn't matter. You try to do the best you can by yourself, but sometimes you're gonna need advice. There's tons of teams I've built where I'm like, hey man, what do you think about this? Do you think? And they'll tell me a different EV or different set, and we'll go from there. And I'm like, oh, thanks man, I really appreciate it. You change it up. So basically, Blue was helping him with all of his teams, and so he's like, oh yeah, I think I'll go bring the guard of our next game and the talent guard. And she's like, oh, is it the talent guard team to be exact? He's like, yeah, that team. So let's proceed. Come on, guys, come with me. So we get to the next game. She brings a Pidgeot, and you're probably looking at this game. You're probably like, oh, it's a Pidgeot. That does nothing this generation. Okay, well in this game, as you can see, my man has no flying resist, and amazingly enough, Blue knew. I'm not 100% sure he knew about he was gonna lead a pot on, but the thing is, it didn't matter what he led. Like this Pidgeot had a good matchup. The only thing Pidgeot would have been forced out by was the Gardevoir, and even then, Blue knew the team he was bringing. So I don't remember exactly what team, but she probably had a Jirachi, something that hard walled the Gardevoir, I'm sure. So anyway, he leads Hippo.
Blue only brings a Pidgeot. He only brought Altaria last game, so he's gonna bring this in. He's gonna go for the workout. And let me, because he said he only. Let me be exact. Blue bought 6 mons, because you can't only bring 1 mon. Of course, no. Of course he bought 6 mon. I don't want people to think only 1 mon was bought. No, 6 mons. All right, let's proceed. Interesting move set, and I don't know what.
So this set right here, this workup set, was not a thing. It was not a thing until Style used it. No one was even thinking about it. Maybe some random on the ladder. No one was thinking about this set. This set was completely out of the picture. No one was thinking about it. This workup set, 6-0. He could not do anything about it. He may have had mons that could like outspeed it, but that's the thing. Like he killed everything with Hurricane after another workup. Something that was the game was over. The game was over. He roosts. He's just roosting. He's roosting. Clicks Hurricane. Gets confused. He roosts. He's getting out of range of everything. Clicks Hurricane. Goes Talonflame. Talonflame goes in. Brave Birds. He knows this Talonflame is special defensive. Is not got any attack investment, so it's not gonna kill. He just Hurricanes it. Sees the Hippo come in, and he look. Blue asks, how much special defense do you have on Hippo? She's basically asking him for the EV spread, so she can either click Hurricane and straight take him out with nothing to worry about, or if she should roost. Basically, she's trying to figure out her game plan and asking.
Special defense you have on him. And so he's gonna fuck.
And so when she finds out or assumes that it's gonna 100% kill, she just clicks it, says goodbye.
It's gonna die. I don't know why I didn't go Gardevoir. I'm sure Gardevoir lived the +2 special attack because it has like behemoth special attack. But let's get into some real shit. All right, here you have some.
Anyway, we don't really need to get into that, but we can go even to the Blunders games.
Hey, what's up, guys?
So anyway, this time he basically just put Blue. It's style, but he decided to put Blue there. So yeah, let's just watch this video and get to it.
OST semifinal game 2 between Blue and
Blunders. My bad.
Team behind
if you guys get confused in any type of way, basically right now this generation is what's it called? No, this was set in ORAS, and this is early ORAS. Oh, this is early ORAS, so. Alright, let's get to it.
And this team consists of Alligator, Tango,
I accidentally went to my mother's trading account.
And Mega Zam. His team can be pretty problematic if a few sets are the way they could be, like Unaware, Clefable, or like Assault Fest, Tangrowth. And you see Blunder's probably going to lead Latios, and Blue.
So Blunder's basically asking for Blue's advice here. And it was years ago. It's a weird thing because like no one that got ghosted got banned. So like people that usually when you get ghosted you get banned, but it was such a basically like they basically gave him leeway because they were like okay, and everyone, all the TDs after that have basically come to the conclusion, okay, they messed that up, we messed that up, because it was a mess up, because basically they're like, okay, these players were tricked. You're supposed to trust the most important person, I guess, you know, tournament wise in the community. So it's natural, and the head TD is not supposed to be cheating like this, basically, and that's what it is. It's cheating. We're talking about the style Blue drama. All right, so because a lot of people, some people that are new to the community just don't understand it, so I'm just breaking it down. So Blunder start out the game. He's talking with Blue, and this is all in I believe IRC. Like IRC was back in the day, and so not only is Blue talking, not only is Blunder talking to Blue, but he's also talking to Hugo. Hugo is a really good friend of Blunder. So if you follow the channel, you know Hugo's a good friend of Blunder. Hugo is one of the main people that helped Blue along with this, helped Blue figure out what their opponents was using, because they were notorious players and people did not think that those players would help be cheating so viciously as they were. So anyway, and it's the thing, like, I mean, you know, let's proceed. We'll proceed.
So it looks pretty interesting. So
let's read the log. Let's read the log though. Okay, I guess I'll lead Laddie. I mean, let's Blunder. And Blue says she can tang too, because style is referred as a she. And Blunder said, yeah. Skarmer tang, yeah. He said this ain't too good. He's like, this matchup isn't too good. He said she'll knock props. I have no switch, unfortunately. I guess after hard to weave off. Yeah.
It looks pretty interesting. So Tangrowth is going to be led Blunder, and as Blue predicted, somehow he knocked off. But that's no issue, of course. So Blunder's going to double back into Latios. Good play on his part. As Blue goes into Clefable. Good play. Although Blunder makes even better play. Going for Psyshock. Predicting Clefable. Trying to see his EVs. Considering Psyshock does a bit more to the Calm variant. And you see here, he's going to go in Diantha to get the Mega Evolution. Pretty fair play on his part. And just going to Moonblast right here. Not.
You may want to look at thus far. Let me see. Let me run that back. You see that for Alligator? Okay, well that's a threat. Look, Blunder's team does not enjoy a for Alligator. Let's proceed.
Quite sure why the Moonblast.
And he's even got a basically. Blue has Clefable and Skarm for Weavile. Okay, he has Unaware. Judging by the way he's Wish Protect, I'm decently sure it's Unaware. Unaware for Manaphy with also a Tang. Enough, you know, for the Psyshock. Escadrille handled by the Skarm, you know, it's just perfect. And I guess throwing a Garchomp in there just to make the team look normal, you know. You gotta have a ground type in every team, right, guys? Also, pretty sure that's a Scarfer too. Maybe wrong. Blue is a G. Yeah, Blue is a go. I ain't gonna lie. There were some flaws to this plan. If you guys don't know, I really do. I love Blue and love the presence of Blue. But yeah, anyway, let's proceed.
Storm would do better, but Blue wants to know if he's gonna predict the Skarm.
Do you wanna? Are you gonna? Yeah, basically, are you gonna predict the Skarm? He wants to know what's gonna go down. Wants to know what's popping. Oh, you're not gonna predict the Skarm? Oh, okay. Then I'll go to Skarm 100%.
Probably Ironhead, so he'll probably go to Manaphy. Blue gives great advice, and Blunder goes to Manaphy. If EHP fired. He would have. Yeah,
so basically, Blue asked him, "Are you gonna make the predict? Are you going to scout for the Iron Hair? Or are you gonna attack?" And Blunder was like, "Oh man, I think I'm gonna go down. I'm gonna go Manaphy here to force this out." He's like, "Oh okay, let me set these spikes. Okay, I don't have to worry about magic bounce. Let me set these spikes real quick, fam."
killed it.
Set them spikes.
Not killed, he would have 2KO'd.
Go straight to the Clefable, knowing that it is unaware. He has literally nothing to worry about if it sets up.
The whole game, but unfortunately, we can't all know what our opponent's going to do. But you see Blunder Scald then go right into a Powdon, trying to get some burn. And the fact that it's Wish means it is probably unaware. And he gets his rocks up. Chip damage is very important on a lot of these Pokemon. So definitely good plan.
So goes Tangrowth. Tangrowth has phenomenal offensive pressure, and it's here's the thing, like it's really weird for Tangrowth to have offensive, but perfect. You know, it has perfect offensive pressure. It's not Tangrowth's generally not supposed to be able to accomplish that, but it certainly did this game. So yeah, all right, it's like So you got Tangrowth with the offensive pressure, you got Clefable walling everything. You know, it's all going amazingly well. So let's proceed. So we Gigas.
As previously on turn 1, Weavile got knocked off, and it did not exert any pressure, therefore it has to be the pickpocket ability. As you see, he goes here predicting the knockoff, which means that Tangrowth loses its Assault Vest. As you can see, once he knocks off his Assault Vest and it gets knocked off.
Now, I'm not going to 100% ask or understand why Weavile had Assault Vest at this moment in time. I'm not sure what kind of meta game this was for a Weavile to be having Assault Vest. I'm assuming it's because Blunder did not have a Latios switch in or a reliable one. That's the only explanation I can think of. So, yeah. Alright, let's proceed.
So I'm not quite sure how that worked, like mechanic-wise, like he got it, then it got knocked off after knockoff, but not important. He's going to go for the Icicle Crash right here. If he got a flinch this turn, then he would have gotten rid of the Scarm, because the 7% Scarm does absolutely nothing. Unfortunately, he did not get that as he goes into his own Latios, and Roost being at 100% is very important for Latios. As it goes for the Psyshock, maybe thinking Blue would predict the HP Fire. But he goes for HP Fire here, maybe thinking that he doesn't think he has anymore, but he does indeed go for Roost. Good play on his part, and it looks like there's just going to be HP Fires thrown around everywhere as Blue goes for the Spikes on one, thinking he can live 2, and it comes very close to OHKOing. Not OHKOing, but KOing from that damage, unfortunately. So Blunder's going to let off his spray HP Fires. Unfortunately, that was probably around minimum damage, so it looks like Blue can basically Roost here as Blunder goes for the Roost himself, knowing there's not much he can do here. But Blue predicts HP Fire right here, very good play on his part, and goes into Clefable, knowing that after Protect, he could probably live another Psyshock, and just get a Wish off to heal the rest of his team. Blunder, of course, knows that, and he has an Excadrill in the back, just waiting to get rid of hazards or sweep something. So he's going to go to Excadrill immediately, and on this Protect right here, he is going to go for the Swords Dance. A really good play by Blunder, considering that Iron Head +2, even to a specially defensive Scarm, is going to do a lot of damage. So you're going to see he goes for the Iron Head here.
That's the thing. Another thing to mention, special defensive Scarm was pretty popping. Oh yeah, you're right. You did right. It pickpocket Dave. You're exactly right, Rob. My bad. I was losing my mind there. But yeah, anyway. So yeah, like AV Scarm was a big thing because of Deontay and Laddie. It was an interesting metagame, but yeah, was not enjoying that. So.
A lot of good damage.
Oh, also Alakazam Life Orb was a big thing, so it kind of switched into that, and I say kind of because it was like a quote unquote switch into that, you know. But we didn't have many options for that. Life Orb was like a pretty scary mon. The best thing for like Life Orb Zam at the time was like either pursuing it with the Weavile right here, or like AV Torn,
and if you can flinch it once, then that'll mean Skarmory's basically done for the rest of the game.
So yeah, he tried basically Blunder's going for flinches here.
But he's not going to get...
And here's the thing, like, Blue... Isn't this another thing? Like, with counter teams, like, he did a good job counter team, but the thing is, you can't counter team hacks, so, you know, if he get hacks there, it's a wrap. So, anyway, let's proceed.
Looks like
well, no, let me rephrase. It's not a wrap. The game's not over, but they're going to wrap for the Scarm for sure.
Roosting with his / her Skarmory, but he's not going to get the flinch here either, as you see. But luckily for Blunder, there's only so many Iron Heads you can avoid flinching from, and he does get the flinch, luckily. So it looks like
so now Blue starts sweating. He's like, all that counter teaming going to waste. All that to work.
Blue lost his Skarmory, but he makes a very good play here, and goes into Garchomp, knowing that Rough Yeah,
this was a fantastic play, and the thing, Garchomp was doing literally nothing that game. Garchomp lost to every single basically member on the team. It was worthless.
Helmet and Life Orb. We're gonna bring Excadrill.
While the Scarm can come back to life on the Hippo, most definitely, if Blender doesn't play correctly.
Excadrill down,
or even be a nice sack later on.
It's a little amount that it can't come back.
So he has the Rocky Helmet and everything.
And
he took the Rocky Helmet.
Go to his Mega Echo's Alakazam, which is synchronized. Interesting.
It's funny. She got the import wrong on the at the counter teaming went wrong for a minute as she got the the ability wrong. I've done that so many times myself. That's why I laugh. But yeah.
Interestingly enough, not Magikarp, but he's gonna go for the Psychic and get rid of that.
Goes Psychic. Blender goes Laddie, knowing it will 100% live.
And predicts the Skarmory.
Predicts the Skarmory. Tries to go for Ember Fire. Does not work out. Reason why he predicted that instead of because he doesn't want to take the least amount of Life Orb damage as he possibly can. So he doesn't have to. He can come into another Shadow Ball potentially. So yeah, he tries to make that prediction. Goes with Shock this time, hoping to get a crit on Clefable because Clefable is a complete nuisance for the rest of the game. Sack Skarm goes for Alligator. He goes for Dragon Dance here because this completely is going to rampage on Blender's team. Man, this is when Alligator was actually popping, y'all. It was actually a threat. Every single this is if Alligator is a weird mind. Honestly, I really wish it could see some more viable play, but in the end, even it was actually pretty cool in UU last gen. It's a weird mind.
Sheer Force Life Orb, but still, that is very powerful. Crunch is going to do a lot to Manaphy, which is very surprising to me. 70% to a mon with that much bulk that's impressive right there. But Blue's going to go into his Alakazam, pretty straightforward, knowing that Psychic can KO and nothing else ever wants to switch in so far. But it's looking like a pretty close game, 3-3, both player advantage.
Show prob double. Okay, so let's read. Hugo, and nobody knows, but who knows? Hugo and Blue could have been in call, messing thinking. I mean, I'm not saying it isn't good. I'm just saying in higher generations, in better generations, it's definitely not that good in OU right now. It's not that great. No, I can't say in UU, but I haven't seen it any play in UU. But anyway, let's proceed. So he's like, okay, Hugo. If you guys don't know who Hugo is, joining the stream late. Hugo was a very good friend of Blender's. How much information the Blue drama? The Blue drama I have covered thus far. I'm basically right now going over case videos. We basically just got to the start, and kind of the start is basically the end and the middle. Basically, it's not really but let's just proceed. So, okay, back to what I was saying. Hugo was a good friend of Blender's, and Hugo was also best friends with Blue. So Hugo's like, yo, she'll probably double the Tang. You say, yeah, I'm going to Weave. Oh, man, every turn she gets me.
But he's going to Weavile right here. She's probably going to go to Tangrowth, making sense like that, I guess. But ISO Crash, it's going to flinch the Clefable.
And he said thank God because he was able to flinch there, not because that's what he said. Then he said that turn. He said, oh fuck man, every turn she gets me. Because he's like, God dang, she wasn't supposed to go Clefable there. Because that's not the perfect situation. But he's like ah, and so he gets the flinch. So he's saying thank God. And we'll proceed.
Plans in order to try to get a game right there, considering that Tangrowth and Zam after Clefable die are pretty hard to break, especially with Weavile gone. But he's going to go for the Protect, trying to wear down Blender's Weavile to sand damage, just stall out the rest of the sand damage, but to no avail. Weavile gets buffeted by Sandstorm, and we're going to see that Alakazam does indeed carry the Dazzling Gleam instead of the Shadow Ball. Just a bit more accurate hit Dark types. But here's a pretty important play here. You see he has Hippo and Diancie, and it's very possible that he goes Hippo and doubles to Diancie, predicting Tangrowth considering he doesn't have the Salt Test. But of course Blue wants to know how much special defense he has on the Hippo. I wonder why. Maybe
trying to make sure Blue is doing the expert calculations. He's trying to make sure easy win. So yeah.
Maybe because, well, he's certainly not playing him. Of course, that's style. It would be silly to think anything else. But he predicts the double. or just stays in with Tangrowth. I'm not quite sure, but looks like whoever was playing Blunder won. That was a pretty good game overall. And you see.
So the thing is, like if Blunder predicted right there, he would have been in a fantastic position to win if it had the special defensive tank. But Blue knew that was not the case. Okay, so we move on. So here's what people. All right, suspicious. Finch is always in everything. Finch suspicious. Badoosh. L. If you guys know your anime, L, trying to figure out the case. Make sure to double check if there is just a case in type. Blue actually made the pairings. Blue had control over everything. Blue made the pairings. Okay, think about, all right, I'm not sure if she did this, but think about it this way. Blue could easily, and this is what started, pairings having to be live stream and everything. Blue could simply set up herself with Blunder, set herself with all of her friends that were close to her and knew that they would believe that she was going to treat them right and help them win their games. But nope. Set it up perfectly for herself. So let's see. Here we go. Long White Queen who won the tournament this year said, if Style posts a selfie of herself, I promise I'll post a selfie of myself in my new, yet to be purchased blonde wig, I swear. It was pretty funny. But anyway, the drama started to unfold. And here's the thing. Like, it may seem like all organized on the forums, that it was all organized on the forums. All the people accusing things and making all these accusations was all in IRC, all in Discord chats, basically. Basically IRC was the way Discord is now. Proceed. CTC made a revealing post and he deleted later. We don't know exactly. Yeah, but anyway. CTC, here's the thing, at this time, CTC and CBB hated each other at this time. Before they became friends through Blunder and the whole Hita Fajita. But yeah, anyway, CTC said, however, every round in which Style has been paired with a quote-unquote friend of, let's say, relevant Smogon Circle, C, CBB, BKC, Radiant Hero, Blunder, all in the same circle jerk, she has had a ridiculous matchup. In addition to the fact, after surveying said members, they share a common tester with whom they had shared or tested their teams with. And who would that user be? That user would be Hugo. That user would be Hugo or even Blue herself. And so people were starting calling people to start investigating. The TDs start investigating, and the TDs had to investigate. So there's tons of people just coming to Blue's defense. Not only people that actually believed that Blue was not Style, but also people that Style wanted people to come to defense. So they could try to cover the best as possible. The thing is, she didn't know this at the time, and she said herself, if she had knew at the time that this would have been all avoidable, she did not know that, I forget, through some site, I don't even know if it's, I think you can maybe do this from Skype. Basically, you can, when you Skype someone, you can know their IP address, or when you get their Skype account, you can know their IP address, etc. Let's proceed. So we got funny post Styles of Daniels, me, Dio, everyone going ha 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 ha, etc. I just want to know why CBB was uncuriously nice to a random, which is so true. CBB is not known for being the most nicest person. He is not known for being nice now. CBB is a great guy to me, in my opinion. But yeah, even me and CBB had our beef at some time, But yeah, let's proceed. We keep going. Even Telly had something to say when Telly was a thing. Keep going. We keep going. And it was looking really bad for the TDs because they're supposed to, run tournaments at a professional way as they possibly can. Makes you funny. Lives in Brooklyn, has good matchups, has a Style of Blue. Yeah, Style made up this story that she was a student from Brooklyn, was doing this college thing and everything, etc., etc. It's a long, complicated story. All right, so Pokey aim. This post is, I always hear about this post because He's the GOAT. So anyway, can I get more power so I can clean this up? This is actually ridiculous. y'all boys don't take into account how you're coming off from someone who just joined Smogon. It's honestly laughable how stupid we are as a community it can be. When she wins OST and dips, you all know why. I feel bad for not only her but Blue, the most trusted community of this community. Garbage, straight up garbage. Blue. Aim came straight to Blue's defense, and not because Blue, like he didn't know what Blue was doing and was like, oh, well, let me cover this up. No, because because Aim's a good guy. Most of y'all that come to my channel, y'all came from Aim because y'all know Aim is a good guy. Aim, this is what, like, situations like this is the reason why Aim don't even like fuck with Smogon like that much, especially like he was really active. He was more active on Smogon than he is now. Like he had moderator position, etc. He had a decent amount of power on Smogon. He dropped it all. He's like, I'm just sick of y'all. Say goodbye. And he did this especially. The reason why Aim left was because at least one of the main reasons was he was in a tournament game. Apparently his mother, her sister, or his mother told his sister to take out the plug of a cable. He timed out. He wanted to like get a rematch. People accused him of lying and said it was all drama. So anyway, let's read this. Right, I'm not sure what I personally believe. I like Blue and Hugo, but there's undoubtedly a lot of things that just don't add up here. So I don't think having the suspicion should really cause an outlash. Here's the thing I noticed. All tomorrow, use the team identical to the Wolfpack team from starting this Blue. Hugo's conspiracy likely use. Basically, people are like, oh, Blue and Hugo have teamed up together to make the most amazing run possible. And honestly, if you remove the fact, if it wasn't for cheating, this would go down as one of the most amazing runs ever. Blue, if people had now found out who Blue was, Blue Style would be known as a legend right now. Everyone would be talking about how good Style is. Blue would just fade away. She would announce like some type of retirement, which she was planning on doing. And Style, one of the reasons, like, I think we'll find the bin somewhere. That's right. I may have trouble because I'm not sure if it's deleted, but we may find the bin anyway. Likely use squads created by Hugo and was demolished by matchup that arguably only inside knowledge would know about. This is where it gets interesting. Blue Wing admitted having Blue test his teams, and the log was found. And this is the log that we covered. And it was covered in the Kids Victory one, but we can go over it again. Ready for today? I'm ready. Nice. What are you leading with, King Durain? Yeah. Oh, by the way, let me just link this in the chat so y'all can read it. Y'all can read it with me, or because I'm gonna skip over some parts, because this is a long log technically. He said, "Wow, what the fuck? This is such an amazing match. This is such a crazy matchup." So he links the next team. He's like, "Oh, I got a bad match. Oh, but just getting like basically asking questions, getting ghosted simply." And said said, yeah, well, that's that. I lost. I'm gonna get Rex now. He said, maybe I should learn black and white DP for Smogon. He said, oh, I'll help you with that. You were so nice enough to let me win Smogon Tour. Yeah, I'll help you with that. No problem. Anyway, same situation with CBB. Again, BKC close. Like same thing applies to BKC. Interesting. All right, rating hero. Interesting. The mega. Oh, this was legendary. Okay, so let me see if I can find this replay. In fact, because this game was popping. This is the only time Fabio looked like Jesus. Or at least the only time that people remember. Hold up. I don't know if I'll be able to find this replay, cause this was an. What the heck? No, wait, no. She didn't use Style. I forgot. No, she used a different name, cause Style was taken, of course. But on the forums, okay, wait, what did she use? Dang it, what did she use? Was it? No, it wasn't. No. It was. Hold up, guys, just a second. It's gonna take me a minute to find. Not gonna lie, not gonna front. But let's see if we can find this. No. She went as something else. Oh, these are really important plays. These are really important logs that I just now passed. So we're definitely gonna come back to them. But I'm trying to find out what the alt was, because it wasn't just Style. It was like it was something else added to it. I'm trying to remember what it was. Was anyone covering this on YouTube? Hold up, I'm trying to remember. Let me see if anyone's covering this on YouTube. Hold up, guys. We're just gonna go over the full scope of this and try to cover as best I possibly can. Style versus Blunder. Let's see if anyone covered this game on YouTube so I can know the exact name. I don't think no one covered this on YouTube because YouTube and like watching games wasn't popping like they were, and the only one that really covering was Case, and he had the replays. But the thing was, he didn't show ouch. Okay, where can we find this? We could do this by doing Smogon Tournament 11, and if we can find a non-finals post, because finals is when they changed everything. So if we can find like round 8, yeah, exactly, round 8, we can get the exact style again. God dang it. I think let's see if someone acts a replay. Can we get? Let me see if someone said, "Is there a replay for the game?" Let's see. We keep going. We keep going. The White Queen wins. Yes, yes. All right, here it is. Finally, here's the replays we were looking for. So, Blunder versus Style. You all know. Style won. Here's the first game. If you guys missed it, this was a complete counter team. Here's a bronze song for the Lando. A pursuit Aerodactyl for the Latios. EV'd perfectly for the Latios. Firefang for the Bisharp to prevent him from SDing. Also for the Ferrothorn on the team. Okay, so this is funny because technically all she could do is like do Pursuit, Firefang, let's say Earthquake. Because she handles everything else on the team. She has goddamn rounds on for Orlando. So anyway, she scalds. She basically had. Look at this. Come on, Hidden Power Electric for Gyarados. This is funny. Has Tang. Nothing to worry about. The game's over. Blender can't do anything. You know what's funny is like how it's just funny looking at how teams used to be. Like you didn't have. This wasn't much. It's so different how meta game is now. Anyway, fashion style. Here we go. Okay, hey, look at Aim and Style played some games. Look at they had a good friendship. Yeah, going down. Okay. Anyway, Matty Brawlick. Oh yeah, my man Matt. Yeah, he played Style. This was the last official tournament game Style played. Clone Cold Blue. And it was mad, and they played in when Aegislash was getting suspect tested, and it was like, and that was around the time that the drama was happening. That's when I first met Matty Brawlick, and we became friends. Because I was amazed that he just beat Blue, Style, because he was known as Style. I was like, oh my god, yo, he just beat Style, he must be good. And yeah, me and Blender are close. Excuse me. Well, Blender and me are close, but Matty and me definitely closer, tighter. Let's see. What game was I exactly trying to go to? Was it this legendary one or this legendary one? This legendary one. Okay, here we go, boys. Taking you on a ride. Let's get it. Okay. Here we go. Goes Mew on the Cresselia. Taunts. Nasty Plots. Nasty Plots once more. Proceeds to baton pass to the Imp, and it's over. Wrap it up, coach. Wrap it up, coach. Just honestly disgusting. 13 turns. That doesn't happen. That just doesn't happen naturally. 13 turns, a game over? That's what you call good counter teaming. Same thing with BKC. Come on. Look at these mons. Look at these teams. These aren't teams. Look at this. Look at these. What is this? Honestly, both teams look weird if you've been new, but like, it's just crazy, y'all. It's just crazy. Anyway, so yeah, that's that. Anyway, so let's get to let's scroll down a bit. All right, so this is what Blue said, and this is Blue talking as excuse me. It's Blue talking as TD, head TD at the time. So I guess I'll have to something. I'll say something then. Kind of had to. Looking bad. It's normal for there to be doubt and suspicion among people. No blame on anyone for that. You are all probably convinced already, but I'll address the arguments directed at me. and you can take it as you will. Round 1, regarding style, used a similar Wolfpack. Round 1, she has used similar team structures when using Hippodon in later games with 2 changes. Everyone has their pounds of turn in team building, but nonetheless, I see why it rouses suspicion. Like CB said himself, and notorious for picking teams last minute, he admitted himself by deciding what to use right before the game. And yeah, I was there in our channel when he picked his teams last minute. If I'm capable of making counter teams for what he decided to use seconds before the game, then props to me, since I have never been known as a team builder, which is true. Blue was never known as a team builder. Blue was known as getting her teams, and just being a fantastic player. Yep, round 3. Yep, I get why it looks suspicious. The time Blue Wing was paired with Style wasn't the only time I had spoken with Blue Wing about teams. However, I've discussed Pokemon teams with him before, and I have saw his messages to me that he won in round 2. I told him if he wanted help, I'd give it to him. I do this with Bengay a lot. For example, it always shows team. Yeah, Bengay and Blue were close. Bengay wasn't as known or being a fantastic player as he is now. But yeah, Blue and him were close because Blue was known as a West player. He played for West. Let's proceed. Excuse me, she played for West. What he had done? Well, okay, Blue was known as a male, so Blue's talking as a male now. Okay, y'all, dang, that's confused me a lot. It's honestly, I mess up on this tons of times because some people called it. Okay, transgender. All right, so let's go. Anyway, the log posted happened with comments on some of my thoughts. It's not like it was asked for him to disclose every move of his, so moves could be executed perfectly. Round 4, like BKC is in a channel with myself, some other players, and has been for over a year. We show each other all of our teams and help each other with any tournament we enter. Since round 1, BKC showed me his teams to us in the channel. We weighed in, gave his suggestions to improve his team, made it clear I was willing to discuss ORS with him because he admits it isn't a strong point. The guy kept giving me TPCs for tournament, and one of my replies to him was to ask me for ORS team and help if he wishes, so I can reciprocate. When he was paired with Style, I gave him the idea of Tyrantrum and Flowergator because they were recently released. He liked the idea. The other teams he used were used by him in previous rounds and made by himself, which anyone can access and prepare from through replays. I actually told Radiant Hero 156 I would weigh in, round 5, on his OST stuff starting in round 3 because he was my team member and I noticed OST and mentioned OST in the team channel. I helped him in round 4 with his team choices based on what he wanted to bring, which he paired with Stone Cold, and the same thing in round 5 when he was paired with Style. He can attest to it himself. Unless you are to claim I planned his future pairings, it's not like I offered to help when he got Style. I guess I have serious mental issues. I did then. That's the thing, man. Like he's admitting I did all of this, and she's doing this to like, you know, defending herself at the same time. But at the same time, when we know what we know now, that Blue is Style, it's like crazy if you read through this what was happening. Straight G. See, Unicorn, you understand? That's what I'm saying. Blue is the GOAT. As far as I'm concerned, Blue is the GOAT. Legendary. Insanity. All right, let's go on. Okay, I literally told Blender during the SBL season in the team channel if he ever wanted to test for OST that he could help hit me up. AIM also asked me to do the same thing during round 1, and I offered the same gesture to the whole team because I'm their manager and one of my duties is to help my teammates. In round 6, when Blender was paired with Fruit Dealer, me and Hugo started helping him more because he really wanted to win. He helped him since then, with the exceptions of Hugo in round 8 because he wanted to stay neutral. Some of you have a misconception that we only took interest when he was paired with Style, which isn't even true. Okay, so there's things called proper planning. You could easily to make sure people would not have a story. Here's the thing: Blue was about to get away with this whole entire thing. There was nothing that would stop all of it. And when it's all said and done, in America, you're not guilty. You are not okay. You are innocent until proven guilty. And all they had were allegations, some logs, but nothing to pinpoint that this person Blue was Style. They had nothing. All right, let's get into it. Lily told Blender during yeah, anyway, we already read that. Alright, regarding Styles Aerodactyl, I just asked Hugo whether he knew the set, and he mentioned just Roost with Stone Edge Fire saying Pursuit, considering how talented weak Style was, and using the Woken spread with healing as some offenses against me doesn't make sense. The other argument people are using, my registry IP is from Brooklyn like Style. It's not even true. See for yourself. Let's see. Oh, the push cannot be found. Oh, it's deleted by now? Oh, RP. I'm guessing that's another push. Most likely, I'm going to click it, but most likely it's gone as well. Yeah, okay. Anyway, let's proceed. It's from a university. Everyone associates me with compared style. I hate revealing personal information, but people who know me the most know I have lived in New York during high school and have family there that I visit. This is new information. None of my addresses match with style, but using the fact that I have associates with New York as evidence doesn't even hold ground. I didn't join OST, so I am doing behind something with Hugo. I didn't join OST for the same reason I'm not joining the Smogon Classic, because I don't have interest in it. I don't think I'd end up winning. I also have my USMLE coming up. That's some type of test, and that's what I'm trying to focus in life. It's been quite some time. Although I still make some time for Smogon tournament. It's because something I care about. What motive do I have joining OST under an account? Okay, that's a good question. What motive did she have? Okay, well, the motive she did have was because she wanted to recreate herself as a girl in the community, and have fun in the game again. Because like when you get that type of position, you know, the game, it wears thin. That's why most tournament directors, they end up quitting very short. Like directors are like, what's a good example of people that just quit their job as soon as they get it? Like, I can't think of a good example, because most people, when they get tons of power in the world, they like to keep it. Basically, the terms are very short. If you last a year, that's impressive. That's impressive. If you last a year, that's impressive. Usually after a year, you're going. I don't think there's ever been a TD, at least from recent time, ever since Blue, that's lasted like 2 days about it. Excuse me, 2 years about it. It's like, come on. Anyway, excuse me, just let's see. Anyway, what motive do I have joining OST under an alternate account to troll people for my entertainment? Everyone knows I'm a trophy child. I would love to have that yellow trophy under Blue's name. What do I gain from having a yellow trophy under an unknown name? Pretty much nothing whatsoever. Alright. So, that's basically, she goes to the TDs. I'll leave this one to you guys. Basically, she removed herself from the situation. Like, basically, like what a corrupt politician, like a corrupt, let's say, police chief. Like, let the person under him do his thing. But all right, Great Bastard had another long post. I'm just gonna link it. Does this push work? Push doesn't probably work. Oh, it actually does. What is this push for? Oh, it's for, okay. That's just some random-ish. I'm just gonna link the post for you guys. If you guys who are watching the VOD back, like, if you guys want me to link, that's perfectly fine. I'll link it in the description below, and we can go over it. Let's see. Hunter, that's another story we can talk about. There's so much drama. There's so much drama that happens in Smogon. It's actually crazy. Sleepage has something to say about it. This drama is getting the whole community involved. Yes, it certainly did get the whole community involved. Covered a lot. Goofball. This is an old member of Smogon, like 2004. This is 2004. He was like, he has not been around lately. That's for sure. At least since I've been around the community. He said some stuff. Honestly, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna link the thread. You guys can go over the thread if you guys want to read all of this. again, I wasn't even gonna like really to like discuss this topic, but like you guys requested it, so we're going over it. And oh, the Go Blender is here. Yeah, all right, so link there. Keep going, we keep going, we keep going. All right. So Hunter said, okay, guys, I'm just consulting with a few tournament directors. We're going to lock this thread for the time being. This is way worse than the usual tournament drama. It was insane. Even like, okay, I had my share of tournament drama, and guys, we can cover that in another stream because I got things to do. But like after I finish the stream, if you guys comment below or even say in the stream right now, if you guys want me to cover my Smogon drama, and you guys can get the complete story there. And who knows, if you guys want me to cover more Smogon dramas, there is so much we can go over. And rumors that we can go over. Like, Smogon's always popping, man. Alright, so yeah. Please realize that these conspiracy theories are offensive to our Blue and Hugo, who are being implicitly confused of cheating. If this thread ever gets unlocked, please stick to posting predictions and encouragement for other players. So, yeah, they got unlocked, and people went to go post in their, who they wanted to go for, et cetera, et cetera. We keep going. And so Megan, which is now the head TD, and yeah, let's read together, because I'll link it to you guys. Because it is a long post. And this is basically the end of the story. Yes, the Smogon. Hey, I've said this with friends before. I'll say it again. Forget reality shows, man. Just hop on Smogon.com, man. Just smoke on. Just hop on. Just hop on Smogon.com, and you are fine. You are fine. It's perfect. It's for trauma alert. Yeah, 100%. Oh wait, hold up. Just a second. I'm getting hit up. What bought about the stream anyway? Okay, what bought about the stream? It was requested. Y'all wanted to know. Cause I was talking about I like to hype up Blue a lot, and oh, who's Blue, who's style, like some dude asked today, what was the style drama? I was like, I was thinking about like, what video can I link him, and I was like, I can't link him Case video because that doesn't really tell the whole story. So I decided I have to do some content today. I got to do a stream for you guys because I have been inactive. So like, what are we gonna cover today? I was like, oh, okay. Well, if you guys want it, I asked, and you guys were like, yeah, we're down. So I was like, okay, we're gonna cover this topic, and I am already catching DMs about this. Uh-oh. The feds are coming to get me, guys. So anyway, finally, after spending a lot of time and energy in what I ended up calling OST Gate. Yes, this was Blue Mega was calling. A lot of people were calling in the community OST Gate, referring to the whole Ronald Reagan incident. Anyway, the tournament directors have reached a decision. This post will explain how we reached it, as well as the consequences of the tournament. If you don't feel like reading this wall of text, feel free to skip to the end of the post, which contains a summary of conclusions. Well, we could, of course, want to, go to the summary, but we can hurry up and, next time I gotta invite, Smogon historian Luigi. Luigi's cool. Yeah, maybe I'll invite him next. But yeah. All right, so let's just read this long text. As many as you know by now, a lot of coincidences have appeared in the Styles OST run. They have induced a lot of drama around here the past few weeks, and that it is our duty as Smogon directors to dig into that. However, circumstantial evidence is not strong enough to make decisions. Smogon tries to treat things like it's a real case in real life. So anyway, shouldn't be used to defame users or stalk them, but that's another story. The people who basically Megan right now is the judge with the mallet. Bop bop bop. Alright, the people who, without Styles' permission, went digging into personal information have been dealt with. They got infractions of some type of case, or whoever went to some types of length either got banned for a period of time or was permanent banned. I can't think of the exact. Oh, it was Nixon. Oh, my bad. It was not Reagan. Yeah, you're right. It was Nixon. My bad. That was my bad. That's my bad. All right. Anyway, I know I've probably made some mistakes during that, and as I said myself, at the and yeah, again, as I was saying, like, I can't speak the best about the case than anyone else can. Anyone else that was anyone that was a part of this event could definitely talk about it better than I can. That's 100% the fact. Especially, if anyone ever wanted to make a video about it, they definitely could do a better job than me. But considering the fact that no one has made a video about it or even tried to make a video about it, and considering that there's still so many people asking about Bloo because they hear about it, hear about her or style, or like it's a common thing that gets brought up in discussions and no one ever wants to talk about. I feel like I kind of like was addicted to like this people get addicted to this type of stuff. So anyway, all right. So after a lot of discussions with Style and his friends, I guess you can understand why we proposed the finals and took so much time now. We had a lot of data to process. There is no need to mention what is not relevant to the conclusions we reached. So I'll just mention that both Style and her friend brought up the existence of a Google document in which they worked about Styles' OST run since the first round. Granted that this document could have potentially lifted a lot of suspicions about them, I asked to have full access to it, which they gave me, which it seemed to contain useful information. So I immediately checked the revisions, and the oldest revision was from the 16th of March, which corresponds to the 5th round of OST. Basically, this very document ended up proving nothing. Only afterwards have we have been told that they have moved everything in there from what I'll call the original Google document, whose timestamps were supposed to go back as far as round 1. However, they refused to give us access and show us this document because it contained private personal information about their real lives, which is totally understandable. While we are quite disappointed that we weren't getting this document, we said, okay, here's the thing that kind of annoyed me about this fact. So like my posse and we got our personal information got totally invaded. Like Smogon gave zero. My situation, they were not letting another Bloo happen. They went through our entire information. They read through all of our personal stuff. I really hated Smogon for a long period of time when that happened, because they did not ask for our permission. Again, that's another story. If you guys want that story, I'll break it down. Hell, who knows? We ain't even do a stream tonight because I'll probably be feeling some type of way and start ranting about that whole situation, knowing me. But all right. So yeah. Anyway. Let's see. Let's get back to where I was going, because I'm about to feel some type of ways. Okay, by the way, I mentioned that during that period, Styles' friend, who also had ownership of the account, gave Alderman and I permission to log in under Styles' account. Upon getting access, we decided that Styles was most likely a unique person. The PMs were too involved, too intricate, too fabricate. So this is this thing, you guys know, if you guys have ever tried to invade any type of things, there's this thing, there's things called, there's IPs and VPNs. We basically, I'm teasingly sure it's VPNs. There should be VPNs, right? They're VPNs. Yeah. They give you different IPs. The better IPN, the more money you pay, the better IPN you get. Basically, we want to pull things off. People usually use that after like in certain. There's okay, so like I know in certain countries, I think it's China, but like you can't log on. Dang it, what is it? Is it Google or YouTube? Something like that, man. What is the worst Smogon scandal that you have witnessed? Okay, so technically, I quote unquote witnessed this because I came in like on the kind of like the end point of this whole situation. Let's see. Yeah. So I'm coming into the end point, And so I would say this is definitely the worst that I saw. This is crazy. This is like this is crazy, man. This was certainly crazy. Goddess Brilla, that was certainly a wild incident as well. Hey, who knows? I may get my man Aberforth to join me if we do any of these. Probably not from mine though, because that's gonna. I may get maybe mad. Someone that was with that experience to BS with me. But anyway, so let's go on. This is where more issues appeared. After a lot of investigation on what they showed us, we realized that none of the informations they disclosed fully discredited them. If anything, more coincidences popped up, and our doubts were still there. At that point, we noticed two particular coincidences that we couldn't look past. We asked Style to give us exportable of our teams. Her round 1 pastebin was linked to another pastebin. This happens when you use the clone this paste function. I'm not gonna click these screens. You guys can. I linked y'all. Y'all can go with the screens. This pastebin, which was linked to a round 1 teams that happened to be the team of CUB, used against her in the their second game during the round 2 of OST. We noticed one of our tournament players who also stayed anonymous shared some of the Style and her friends' parts of their IRC host mask in the past. Oh yeah. Anyway. Some months prior to OST happening, said tournament players known to live near Stony Brook. That's the thing. All right, let's proceed. Considering everything that has been going on, including the amount of inconsistencies and doubts, especially these two in particular, we decided that there is enough justification for a deep investigation that withholding personal information, which can be considered vital and key from a justifiable deep investigation, is grounds for a disqualification in our official tournaments. So they disqualified Blue, and the tournament proceeded. And we ended up with a final of Base Lord Blunder and White Queen. And we all, you guys know how that ended up. You know, Blender bought Stall, sadly lost, and he's cursed Stall to this day. Okay, so Style made this long post, still basically playing as Blue. I'll link that post as well. You guys can read that. Vertex dropped a new song. Anyway, I'm about to get Abe in this, so I think he'd probably be best to clarify any questions that you guys may have, or basically be able to tell I guess a more in-depth story than I possibly can, because basically I'm just giving you all that I know, because again, as I've said already 2 times, I'm just giving you what I know. I'm reading, you know, giving you the best information I have, what I've talked to Blue personally about, you know, and yeah, going from there. Okay, Aberforth.
Hello.
If you guys, you know, don't know Aberforth is, he's a prevalent player in the community, known as playing Ubers. I call him Palm Man because that is what I met him as, and that is what he'll always be to me. All right, Palm Man.
I'm just giving you all that I know.
I'm banning. Sorry, I swear to God. Sorry. Goodbye. We're not. I didn't ask you to come. Swear to God.
Thoughts on God.
All right, hold up.
Thoughts on me giving you the inches in Snake, my G.
Yeah, I actually banned him. I'll unban him later. He's sorry, it's so gay. I swear to God. All right. Anyway, Aberforth, what do you have to say on the situation that I may not know about? Because I'm not, again, as I've said, I don't know everything about the situation.
Well, do you have a badge?
Do I have, no, I had a badge, but I stopped doing tutoring. So
okay.
So yeah, I don't have access to IS.
There was more stuff.
Yeah.
I'll try and find it for you.
Sure.
Could you just do me a favor and read out the date of the posts? Like,
oh,
so I can just narrow that down
which one? With the which post did you want?
Any of the posts. Just
any of the posts?
Date.
All right, sure. We'll go with the post.
because I think it was January or something, but I'm trying to find.
I had to ban. Sorry, this man. Oh my god, April 29th, 2015.
29th, 15.
I'm about to ban him from the stream as well if he annoys me anymore.
Yeah, I had to change computers, so I wasn't. I don't actually know what point you got up to in the stream. April 15 is. Where'd it go? Yeah, there was a couple of things and stuff of that nature.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, Blue. Did you ever get access to the paste bin Blue made? I don't know.
Yeah, I saw. I know I saw when it first came out, but I don't know if I have it now.
Okay. There's a couple more paste bins that you can have, but there's a couple videos that were made by oh fuck, what's his name?
Cased.
That one, yeah,
Yeah.
Cased.
Mm-hmm.
It's
Yeah, we
been
went.
a while since I've
We
thought
went
about
over. Yeah, we went over them earlier in the stream.
And all of those logs and things were leaked there. But there's a massive thing, and I'll try and get it up on your screen or something.
You did get a screenshot or something. I can put it on my screen.
It's too big for a screenshot. But I'll give you a paste bin.
Yeah, give me a paste bin, sure. Give me the link.
Yeah. Ugh, stupid capture. Too large.
So when Blue got quote unquote I guess exposed, taking out everything, there was recreating basically what happened with my situation, and these players had to try to make it all the way to the back, and we ended up with blended White Queen, with White Queen being the winner. Okay. Let's see. Pretty hefty. Oh, it is hefty. It is hefty for sure.
But that's outlining the information that led to the actual banning and confession of Blue.
Yeah.
I'm not confession will be available on Blue's profile as well.
I'm not going to be linking that because that is not for everyone. So but you cover that. Okay, so you said it should be on his profile. You're correct. That's where it was for me. Let's see. Was it still there?
If for Blue's profile, are you looking for?
Yeah, you have to wait. You have to go back. I know how to find. You have to go back to a post. You can't just type it in. Hold on. Let me see if I can find a post.
Yeah. Well, the easiest way I think is just to go to Smogon Premier League and go back like 3 pages or something.
Let's see. Okay, I got style, but I know I can find Blue. I just got to go back a page. Let's see. Where's Blue?
Page 2 of SBL. He did SBL 6 game analysis thread.
Hold on. No, I already got. I just know I knew we did he. No, he didn't. Okay, because I know Hugo was defending.
If you're just searching Blue, there's going to be a lot of posts though.
Yeah, no.
It's just not exactly an uncommon topic.
Yeah, for sure. Okay, here's the placement. Yeah, I just had to go back a few pages though. Okay, this is I got it. This is a long placement though, and it's gonna be a long typing. But a lot of talking. But anyway, let me just link it. And,
it's less long than the placement I sent you.
If you guys don't know, I've always been a big supporter of Blue getting unbanned, to the point where even Blue herself was like, you don't have to do this. She knows I'm a big supporter of her. Just hasn't like some of the ways I went about it.
Side note, fuck the person who calls me the squeaky voiced one. Fuck you, Seb. Hate you. Yeah, but they've sent me advice in the stream about screenshotting entire pages. But one of the key things about me is that I'm too lazy to do that, so that's not happening. But the other paste bin was Blue just admitting why she wanted to do it, and confessing to it and stuff. And the long and short of it is that she wanted to abandon the idea of Blue entirely.
Yes.
And wanted to start over, but didn't want to
start out being no one.
They didn't want to start out being no one, so the easiest way to do that was to enter a tournament and do well with it. And she thought that the best way to do it would be to go and take part in the upcoming OST and actually win the full thing.
Yeah. a lot. You know, it's a touchy subject for some people, and it's kind of funny because, like, I mean, not kind of funny, but it's kind of interesting that it'd be such a touchy subject for
But as a result of that, she ended up contacting all the players that Styles paired up with, offering them help, and somewhat and ghosting them and talking to them during the actual chat, so that she absolutely had unwinnable matchups all the time. Like, literally, she asked Bluewing, I think, which team are you bringing first? Oh, that's that one, isn't it? The one, the set that I've got thought of, and couldn't beat the Mega Pidgeot and then the Mega Altaria, or vice versa, or something. And asked for key information on certain turns, gave bits of advice that ended up just working for style when people listened to Blue, because Blue was, and still is, considered arguably the best battler or best player.
yeah, for sure.
Like, when Blue says, "I think I'd do this turn," you're probably gonna listen to it if you're getting ghosted.
Yeah.
And as a result of that, ended up just kind of.
So yeah, you're correct. Like, Blue
cheating players.
I wouldn't say she finessed. I would say she was close.
Describe a different word then.
Well, no, because, like, I don't know. When I think of finesse, I think, like, you completely pull it off, because she didn't completely pull it off.
No, she didn't pull it off.
So but finessing is a fair word for sure. Okay, question. Because I was on. Did they? Because I know they kind of came to a conclusion through IP not being the same, etc. Was it Skype or was it IRC? Which IP did not correlate?
IRC.
RC. It was IRC. Okay, so I was wrong. Yeah, guys, it was IRC. I was like, when it mentioned IRC in the and then I was like, okay, wait, was it IRC or Skype?
These were back in the very old.
Yeah, it's like basically, if you guys don't know what IRC is, and honestly, I can't blame you because IRC is pitiful. But I don't know why people use that. It's kind of crazy thinking about. But like basically, IRC was the way Discord is now today. Just without.
Yeah, except it was hard to navigate Discord.
Yeah, and you guys may find this crazy, but there's no such thing as called emotes at the same times.
Well, you could use
a smiley face, I guess.
you could use smiley faces and PK faces.
They weren't so animated, I guess.
No.
There wasn't these things called blobs and everything. All right. No, go on.
The reason that they actually got found out, you mentioned the document and things. The other thing that was requested was things like changelog. They could tell from the images that were linked that the changelog had been manipulated, as in they'd actually they tried to falsify a changelog, so they could tell that the document wasn't what they said it was. They could also there was a bunch of evidence given from her opponents saying, yeah, we were in contact with Blue during the game. Yeah, we were talking through it, and to the point where I don't think that if she ever confessed, there would have been definitive proof. But the weight of the situation was such that everyone knew that it was the case. To the point where her confessing was a matter of just putting the final little lid on it, but everyone knew by that point, considering the depth and breadth of evidence amassed, that it was the case. It was just not quite definitively proven to be true.
Yeah.
And she didn't drop a single game in the entire tournament. She always controlled the games and always had, for the first few rounds at least, almost always had unbelievably good matchups. Borderline unwinnable matchups for the opponent in almost every single game, and you can get them sometimes, and especially in the state of the meta back then, it was quite matchup based.
I know, like this whole Blue situation is like basically was like the 9/11 of Smogon. Like, it's a touchy subject. It's a subject that can go so many. Dude, it's. I don't think. Okay, I think Briella and
I think that having literal pedophiles is worse than the guy cheating.
I know, but dude, no one brings that up like every single not gonna say day, but every single type of like 2 days at least. Blue is a thing that constantly or style gets bought up constantly. Goddess Briella, like you typing in Goddess Briella's chat is the first time I've heard Briella in like a month or so. No one like talks about that constantly, or is it? No?
Yeah, no one talks about it.
Yeah,
but it's still like
cause Smogon, you know, made sure that wasn't publicized as much. Like randoms,
true.
Randoms know about. But anyway, we'll cover that in a different video. We can say that for a different video. But yeah. Is there anything?
Do you think that she should get unbanned?
Thank you for saying that, because I remind me. So basically, guys, there have been tons of posts of, well, not tons of posts, but tons of posts. I think tons of posts is fair.
There's been about 4 separate threads.
In IS alone? Because I know I made one, and I think that got moved to IS. But it's funny, I don't have access to IS, so like they just basically moved it to a place where I can't even see. Is my post there?
I've not been looking for your name.
That's funny if it is there, but I know it got moved somewhere after I made it, because I put it in the wrong place. I do admit that, but the reason I put it in the wrong place is because there was no other place for me to really put it, so I figured it was gonna be moved. But I was like, well, you guys figure that out. You guys don't give me a place.
No, there's no post from you. They just deleted it.
All right, cool. So so like me, I made a post. You know, there's a lot of people that support Blue. There's a lot of people that are really anti-Blue. Especially the moderators on Smogon.
The mods are pretty unanimous in the fact that
they never want to touch Blue again.
Yeah, and to the point where
it's gonna stay that way. It's just gonna be that way, and something crazy would have to happen for that to change, and I don't think.
No, that's not changing. The admins are unanimous.
Hey! I said something crazy. I said something crazy. You send assassins to each one of the doors, take them out. You get some new admins. Bop, there you go. I said something crazy has to happen. I'm just messing around, but yeah. So that's the case. I think we've covered everything on the topic. Can't wait for the backlash. But as I said before, I'm going to say it for the 4th time. I have done it.
The other thing is that even Chaos has come in and said definitively it's absolutely a non-starter. She's not getting unbanned ever. Yeah. So just like mentioning that.
But yeah, okay. So anyway, yeah, I'm gonna say it again because I have to say this. I mean, I don't have to say this, but I just do it because people are like, oh, well, how can you comment on this? You weren't an active member. You weren't that relevant in the community. I know that. I'm not acting like I was. I'm telling you right now. No one has decided. The only video on this topic on YouTube, and people ask all the time, are looking for this guy. Like, if you actually look and search on YouTube, this is actually Blue style is actually looked up on YouTube, but not that bad. It's actually looked up. That's why K's video has like 2,000, 1,000 views, which his channel only having like I think 325 subscribers. So like, K's is the only one that covered it, and he really didn't even go into detail. He basically just was like, oh, this is bullshit, blah 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 blah, and just went over that.
Yeah.
And so this video hopefully answers some of the questions that not only you guys have currently, but also people do in the future. So again, I'm gonna say, I cannot tell the story better than anyone can, such as Blunder.
Blunder could give a much better
such as Blue herself, McMegan, like there's so many people that have YouTube channels that could do it, but again, it's a touchy subject and they don't want to do it. So
in the description, I'll link McMegan's channel. Go there and bombard him for requests.
I would do that. I would post that because But anyway, yeah, that's anyway. I hope you guys enjoyed this stream and me going over the whole drama. Free Blue, guys. I guess. What's up?
What do you think of the new Ubi? The Ubis.
The Ubis. They look. The clown one looks pretty cool. I'm gonna name the clown one if it is viable.
Is it a clown? It looks like a piece of candy, like
I don't know.
Wrapped up.
I don't know, dude. I just hope at least one of them is good. I guess.
Well, one of them looks like it's a fatter wall than Celesteela is.
For sure. It does. It does actually. That'd be funny. Hopefully it doesn't get leased. All right. Yep. We out. Peace.